I think we're good. Look, you give me the perspective. I have the OBS Studio on my other screen, so yeah. Oh, that's Denies. Yeah, Deny made that thumbnail. My editor. Oh, yeah, it's done. It's pronounced Deny. Hold on a second. I a lot of people do say Deny, but I think she's pretty chill about it. She's also here, so big up. No, she's laughing. She's laughing. Oh, that's my fault. That's my fault. So okay, see Caribbean. This is a very okay. There you are. Say
Extremely
something.
Caribbean stream.
Okay,
Big up,
there we
big up,
go.
big up.
Hello. Yeah, que lo que. So,
Tú sabes.
all right. So, first question off the jump,
Already?
off the top.
God damn!
First
No,
question.
no, like foreplay, no nothing. Like mine just got straight to it.
They know
Like,
who you
god
are.
damn.
They know
That-
who you are. They know who I am, presumably. Okay.
Presumably, I
I
mean,
feel
they
like
are
the
on the
best
show.
way to do it is just to go straight into
All right,
question number
go.
one. All right. What's the problem with the left?
It is too palm colored, like too papel. Como se dice más papel? Like this extremely and almost terminally white. Uh,
Hmm.
and and I say that if I could like add some nuance, and I say that to basically mean that it is too susceptible to the pitfalls of the concept of whiteness. As
Hmm.
philosophical as we could get at 9 o'clock p.m., like whiteness not being real, that shouldn't be a hot take. White
Yeah.
people, they aren't real.
They're not
Like,
real.
like you were robbed of your heritage. You're not actually white. Like, you're
Yeah.
Irish, you're German, like you're all
Yeah.
these other things. But like whiteness is essentially monolithized, made you a monolith essentially.
Yeah.
Um, and that is infected like a parasite. The left, the right, I mean, it's pretty much, and most times it's very much looking like the same thing. Like the way how Discord's let up, so like it really do be seeming like the same thing, and it do be like falling victim to like a lot of the white tropes.
Hmm.
So I'm glad that we got voices like you. Big up yourself, Elliot. I mean, like,
Oh.
take your flowers because, like,
Oh.
literally, like, this is the type of thing that will save the left because it provides a perspective that is not as engrossed and invested in white supremacy because, we can't really opt into it that much. Like, I mean, like,
Yeah.
I can't. I definitely can't. I mean, the way that my melanin is set up, I can't. I can't invest in white supremacy that much. So
Yeah. I don't usually
we.
pass the smell test either. I don't
So
usually.
so all we could do is fight that system. All we could do is challenge the status quo because we're already not. We're already adjacent to it. I talk a lot, so
No, I
see.
think
see.
that makes a lot of sense. I'll add that I think it's definitely. I mean, especially as we're talking about like a left that we engage in, like a left that's like, Google Chrome, social media, uh, like MacBook Pro left. Um, it's very much, you know, I would say that there's a reason that the major left, like the major moments of leftist organization and revolution that have happened have not been like, I don't think there's been any like among especially among the top tier. I don't think there's been any
Mm,
that have been like white Americans. I don't really think
mm,
like white Americans,
okay.
leftists have done some things.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, but like when we talk about the great, or at least the significant moments of leftist change throughout the history, we're talking about people in Latin America. We're talking about black people in America. We're talking about people in the Caribbean. We're talking about people, non American whites. We're talking about African, leaders. You know, we're talking about
Absolutely, yeah.
Cabral. You know, we're talking about a lot of people, and I don't know if any of them were like, you know, Haley. You know, I don't know if any of them were named like Thatcher.
Haley.
Nothing. No diss to Haley Bieber, by the way, who is getting, for some reason, like there's a whole lot of TikTok controversy about her, but like they don't. You know, usually they're not cut from her cloth. You know.
And like I say, like yet again, like it is the system of white supremacy and the concept of whiteness. Like my comrades that are lighter than white, like the fact of the matter is, like it's not your fault. Like that's the problem. Like there's nothing wrong with being white. However, investing in it and understanding your proximity to it, and understanding that there's a system that perpetuates whiteness as it marginalizes everything else, that will allow you to like free yourself from the shackles of mental slavery in the words of Marcus Garvey, not Bob Marley, by all the old thing. And it's great, like I say, yet again, like I'm glad that like people like you exist, because you get a chance to talk about something that we do not talk not like enough about, which is like the contribution like Latin American, Hispanic, like Hispaniola, like I could go on for days about shit. DR and especially IT and like the Haitian Revolution.
Particularly IT. Did not give us any credit. Did not give us any credit for that shit, bro. Let me tell you 1,000%. If you want to talk about February 27th, oh goodness. If you want to talk about Dominican Republic like independence discourse, it's not pretty.
They ain't ready for that shit yet. Like, but the thing is, but that's the point though. Like, I mean, like they would not, like when I say they, I mean the left at large. Like they would not know. Like, I mean, you got people like I just saw Julian Steve. Big up yourself, Julian Steve, because Afro Latino. Like, I mean, like that is an existence. Like, look at where Julian Steve is in relation to. Let's just like someone like Vosh, like someone like Hassanabi.
7 minutes in.
I know,
there's
like,
the
I
first
mean, like,
Vosh mention. Oh my goodness!
I mean,
first time on this channel ever.
I'm a person of first, but I mean, like, the point is, like, they would rather hear it from Vosh than hear something like that from Julian Steve, because Julian Steve has a whole library, a laundry of all kind of different instances of how Latin American culture plays into white supremacy, plays into all of these things, and exactly how it's circumvented in different instances. But people ain't on that. People don't want to hear from that.
Yeah.
So I'm glad like people like you exist. I'm glad that like we having this discourse, and I'm glad that like you actually like getting traction off that. Like I don't know where the hell you came from, fam. I mean, like, you know, metaphorically.
Well, it was a cold, stormy night in New York City in 1996.
Oh yeah, you were just a year after me, and I was born in New York too.
You were born in New York?
Mm-hmm,
Look at us. Mm-hmm. Look at us.
I'm done.
Who would have thought?
Anchor babies.
Yeah. I came from the algorithm. I'm an algorithm baby. I hacked the algorithm. Ooh. I'm Robert Benjamin's apprentice. No, I definitely I think I don't know if I would even say like I present super left tuby, but I do have like a leftist tinge to my channel. But I've always with this channel just try to focus more on putting out videos that have a broad appeal, and then yet when you get like 10 minutes into the video, you're like, wait, there's like Marxism happening here. I really enjoy that kind of gig, but you've watched 2 ads already to get there, so like I got my check either way. Like you've sent me my $3, like you've worked to get me my 3 cents, and so it doesn't matter at that point. Second question.
Oh damn!
You know,
that was the second.
That was the first one. I had the second one now.
Jesus. I talk a lot.
Yeah, I got a lot of questions, so I ask a lot. Yeah, I mean, so you know, you've complimented me a lot, but you're of course, you know, foreign man in a foreign land, king of the Caribbean,
I hate this shit. I hate it.
Praxis god.
Can we stop?
YouTuber extraordinaire, handsome.
Oh fuck! No, not the handsome too.
Musician. And
how did you know that part?
I found
you're a musician too.
I seen the picture.
Oh, okay.
I seen the picture. Hey, I feel like most of us are musicians. Actually, you mentioned Rose before the stream. Noah's a
Noah
musician. Yeah,
Samson,
I'm
yeah,
saying
like
most of
everybody.
us are like rejected musicians. Not rejected. I was rejected. I don't know about
I
that.
was rejected too.
Okay,
Yes,
okay,
like
okay. Hey,
yes,
rejection.
yes.
Caribbean
I'm gonna
reject.
circle. I'm gonna circle back to it though. Like I'm gonna try to like find my way back
Oh
into that
yeah,
shit.
yeah, yeah. For
Yeah,
that was
yeah,
this
you
is all
have
an
to.
elaborate. I don't even give a shit about like Marks.
No, like it's
Actually,
all about the
this
music
is
at the end
all
of the
about
day.
like dropping my new single in August. But with that
Literally
said,
parallel.
I also found out that today,
Oh
this
shit.
morning,
Uh-huh.
that you are a martial artist. So I would
Oh
love
yeah,
to
yeah,
hear
yeah.
from you what your favorite submission is and how do you lock it in for the viewers at home.
God damn,
Since
bro. Like first off, I didn't even ask your pronouns. That's terrible. But like you did refer
oh
to
yeah,
yourself.
he him. Yeah,
So
I
yeah,
got it out
I
there, so
mean,
you probably saw
you
it.
got it out
So.
there pretty much. Like you giving he him right now, and like,
Well, no, I mean, I
um,
have it visible on my profile, so you probably saw it. But I guess I'm giving too. You know,
it's giving he him
it's
right now.
giving he him. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, like very well researched. This is crazy. Probably like the most well researched interview
It's just because you
I've
tweeted
had
something
in
this
quite some
morning
time.
that I was like, oh,
Yeah,
okay,
I mean, but still, I'm giving it to you.
okay.
That's more research than I do most of the time. But yeah, my favorite submission, Kimura. It's basically
All right.
it's
Shoulder
basically
pressure.
yeah. Okay, let me find out. Like, what you do martial arts too?
I don't do BJJ, but I do a little Muay Thai, just a little bit.
What the fuck?
I do a little bit.
You
I'm saying
okay?
though because like this is another left tuber
No,
thing.
no, no,
Because
bro.
you
Like,
saw the
not
video,
everybody.
you
No.
saw the video that you saw the new video we were both in. That FD was
true.
like, I'm in kickboxing now, and like Super Eye Patch Wolf, crazy martial artist, like super.
That
good.
is true.
I'm saying
I
like,
didn't realize he was that. Like, I thought he was like, what he like wrestles, right?
I think he's done a lot of stuff. He had like a video about martial arts and like fake martial artists, and he was talking about his background in that one. I watched it a long time ago.
I
So
gotta watch that.
anyway, talk about the Kimura. Talk about the Kimura.
Okay, yeah, the Kimura is my favorite because like I'm all like brute strength, no technique, and it's basically me
You're the worst.
seizing. It's yeah, I'm the asshole guy. Like that's why that's why like the left needs me. So I mean like essentially, like I essentially. I seize the power that I'm refused in my daily life. So I just get people's arms and I put the pressure on them and I twist it behind them. It's almost like they're being arrested, only I'm not a cop.
Exactly.
And you know, like and they are not in the carceral system. And I just basically I put like a lot of pressure on their shoulder until we can negotiate.
They may be in the medical system, you know, after that.
Very much
Not
so.
not the car.
No.
Yeah.
Friendly fire. Yeah, damn. Okay. I did some Muay Thai too. Like, it's crazy. Like,
Muay Thai's good.
I don't like punching that much. I don't like striking because, like, yeah.
You like grabbing people, holding them.
Yeah, I like hugging people. I like hugging people aggressively.
I'm not. I like poking people. I like just like push, kick. Get away from me. That's my thing. Because I'm built like this. Like this is all like half the weight that I have on me is the sweater that I have on right now.
You would be an excellent BJJ practitioner then, because
I would like to learn soon.
When I'm back up in there, we'll go to Gracie Baja. Yeah,
There's a bunch of Gracies. There's a Hoist Gracie somewhere like 30 minutes from me, 20 minutes from me walking. So,
but it costs like $500. We have to do a video on like
and it's
the
full of
conservatism
Bolsonaro guys too.
Yes, yes.
That's the
You
problem.
understand?
BJJ.
Yes.
Well, it's literally the foundation of BJJ is like right wing militant dudes who like use the UFC as propaganda to spread their business like of BJJ, and it just so happens to be a really good martial art, but it's also super right wing propaganda, like super hard right.
When I'm ready to make this video about the conservatism of martial arts, you're getting tapped in.
You gotta check out the Southpaw podcast too. They got like a bunch of stuff on this. They're like the only like leftist martial arts, hence like Southpaw. You get it. And they got a guy on there. They have like breakdowns of like different martial arts from like a leftist perspective. They have like a series on like like Taekwondo and like how it like roots is like this right wing like military myth. It's like a whole thing. Like they're really good with that. So
Okay,
you
it's
want to check
being
them out too
downloaded.
for that. Yeah, there you
Oh
go.
my god, Elliot
Question
be putting me on.
question number 3.
Let's go.
Question number 3. Now this is because I have you on my platform. I know that you know if one day I am featured on one of your videos, as you say, you will
It's
have many
coming.
questions for me. You can ask me the dumbest things possible, the best things, the hardest questions.
Oh man,
I'll ruin my reputation for you. Yeah.
you will writhe and be canceled in the same breath. Let's go. Let's do it.
Yes, that's what it's all about, baby. Number 3, third question. What did you study in university and why?
Political science, bachelor's and master's, and it's because my dad vicariously lived through me, and I had absolutely no idea up until 2 years ago. I thought I wanted to be a lawyer, and then I realized that I could make money actually making videos and just being smart rather than like arguing with people like a debate bro, like Vosh. Yet again, that's the fourth Vosh
You're in
mention.
trouble, bro. You don't even have to ask for help. I don't even have to get on your show to get canceled. Like it's gonna be something
It's on your
right now. It's gonna happen in 5 minutes.
Get raided by a bunch of like angry Reddit bros.
It's like I didn't even say anything.
Oh man, yeah. Political science masters. I thought I was gonna do law until I got onto Nebula, met Legal, and he was just like, "Why do law when you can make even more money talking about law?" Because that's what I do, and I don't talk about law, but that's what he does. And I was just like, okay, so it's not about the money. It's pretty much just about the social stigma of just saying I'm a lawyer. And I was just like, yeah, I really don't give a fuck. I like this. I like actually talking to people and kind of low key, I guess, changing lives. Like, apparently, we change lives, Elliot. I like, when someone come inside the comments and they say, hey, like, a lot of people that look like you normally deny my existence. And now seeing you actually validate it, kind of makes me feel like I belong here. That does it for me. That does it for me. So I mean, like, I'm just like, okay, I think I'm good with this shit, and here we are. So I use my political science master's degree to validate something that I did not study, which is leftist thought. Like, I studied in Iowa, so surprise, surprise, I got a very conservative political science pedagogy. I can tell you everything about conservative political thought, political theory, and practice. Now, I had to unlearn all of that in order to argue Marx. We barely even touched him. Like, to argue all of the theories that we use on the left, I have to use conservative rhetoric and basically kind of reverse engineer it to make it make sense and figure out why it doesn't work with leftist thought. Right. So I talk about like stuff like rational choice theory and how come Machiavelli is an asshole and like, John Locke and all of these things. And I just talk about it and I find discrepancies in it. I'm all like, oh, yeah, I wasted a bunch of money in Iowa studying political science because like a lot of the shit that they teach isn't really rooted in a progressive reality, in a reality that I want to live in. Yeah. So let me just use my degree to basically talk about why my degree is shit in video at scale.
Well, I think people also the more and more that the world and the job market changes, the more and more the idea of like a bad major is kind of like not relevant, because you can kind of turn anything into some sort of journalism, some sort of media, some sort of career somewhere. Because there's always people that want something with relation to that. So the idea of like the whole you're a political science major, good luck getting a job,
oh yes, I've heard that too many times. Yeah,
that's like not really a thing. As much as people still make it a thing and still say things like that, it's actually less and less true nowadays. How redeemable to you is Machiavelli as a thinker for leftist organization philosophy?
You just came up with that shit? Because I just said it. Very, very redeemable. Yeah, that's. I mean, very redeemable. I mean, I still fuck with Machiavelli. Like that's the good thing about nuance. So like a lot of the shit like that we learn, um, in political rhetoric, like especially like political 101, like and theory when it comes to Machiavelli, even he is low key my favorite, even though he is an asshole,
It's a
even though he's
problematic fave.
very problematic fave. Like I'm talking, he's the first political scientist.
Right.
You know, the prince, like the friggin' like the discourses. Like it's just, it's.
Nikki baby the prince, Nikki baby the god, baby.
I'm telling you, but like, and like, if you use and like, had he used his powers for good, like type of shit, and like a lot of people don't understand the prince and like
Right.
they get wrapped up in the image part and just basically talking about, okay, if you invest enough in the image then people will follow regardless and X, Y, and Z, and like they don't really get into what they're saying. And like I think I'm gonna like save it for like an actual video essay at one point. I feel like it'll just be too boring and too like jargony to talk about Machiavelli. Maybe they might like it because I mean shit, they like all the rest of the boring video essays on the left. So I mean shit, mine would be lit though. If I
Make
talk
it
about Machiavelli.
make it about like TikTok or like about like if you can connect, if you could do one of those things that people do where they're like, oh, let me explain this thing, this boring nerdy thing to you for 3 hours. Those videos go crazy too. So if you found a way to do that too, like you can make it work like that. You could do like a Machiavelli Tupac thing. Like you could do like
Oh
a
fuck! I'm
comparison.
positive Turb already did. I'm positive Turb has
Probably.
already done that.
Probably.
Oh my god, he's.
Part
Yeah,
of the
I
problem with
might.
doing YouTube is like there's too many smart people out there that take your video ideas.
Every time when I already have a video like
Oh.
FD just.
Oh,
I went up.
you went out for, you were like cutting out for a second. Can you start over that every time?
I was talking shit about FD. Actually, that's like the internet god saving me, saving my career. So like that's the reason why that went
He
out.
has many hands in many places.
He's in the Illuminati. I can't do it. Yeah, this is good.
Question number 4.
Let's go. Wait, 5. That was a follow up.
Well, yeah, the follow up will, if you know, follow up could be 3B. So
Okay, got you.
so 4, 4. What's the song that comes on at a Caribbean party that you dislike the most? That every time you know it's gonna come, and each time it comes on, you're just like, oh, here we go.
Anything by Sean Paul.
Like
Like I mean, like anything by Sean Paul. like
Rebecca.
oh god, that was so accurate though. Oh,
I love
like,
Sean Paul as
honestly,
a kid. I was like an 8-year-old.
you
Asian
did it
kid.
better than I could. Like seriously, like I mean, fuck a duck. Like that
No,
was.
yeah, it's like it's like a whole genre, and the white girls go crazy.
Like seriously, like the mandatory white girl twerk to Sean Paul is just probably that's what my hell is like. Like like you know the one I'm talking the one I'm talking about though. Like basically their back is like they go like
Oh, I do
and
that.
that's it.
Yeah. It's like all.
Don't do it! Don't do it! No.
It's the home like Bob's Burgers. That's
Yes,
that.
that's
It's
exactly
literally
what I was
just like
thinking of.
It's like a knee back. Yeah,
That's
I've been
all
working
they
on
hit.
that.
They be hitting that shit and they be killing it. And I'd be all like, "You're killing me!" Like I'm just like, "No,
Killing
stop,
the culture.
please."
You know,
Oh my
I mean,
God.
look, everybody's got different rules for participation, and sometimes you just can't control this. You can't control the environment. You can't control the
Oh,
environment. Are you much of a
fuck it,
party
bro.
person? Did you used to go out?
No, I hate parties. I actually, I hate. I'm actually a misanthrope because, like, I mean, the more that I talk to people, like, the longer they actually end up immensely disappointing me. Because, like, I find, like, especially the people that I run into on a regular basis, like I was saying earlier today, like, I mean, conservatism and bigotry is just like the norm, like it's actually mainstream.
Yeah.
So, like, in any direction, the conversations that I come into, it ends up being like a very, very difficult conversation for me. And like as soon like about like 3 minutes in, he's like, "Oh, so what do you think of those she-males?" I'm like, "Oh fuck, here we go again."
No.
And like I'm just like Jesus wept. I'm like, okay, well here we go. Now I gotta get out of here
Yeah.
before I do something. So I'm just like, okay, you know what? I just it's made me very pessimistic towards humanity. But then I get to have conversations online with people, and then I'm recharged, and then the
Yeah.
cycle of disappointment can continue.
And there's always those cool folks that are around. When I used to live in Santo Domingo, it was darker at that time, in terms of people's beliefs and ideas, and
lack of electricity because it goes out. It goes out.
it was
over
darker
here.
physically at points. It was also a thing that I was there for high school in the early 2010s.
Ah, okay.
I came back recently and I was pleasantly surprised. Some people were like, it was more progressive ideas become more popular, and you see that something of an Overton window start to shift somewhat to the left.
That's interesting.
I think it's partially just media changing and things like that, and certain things becoming more mainstream. But I've also never been to other Caribbean countries, so I can't speak for the Bahamas or Jamaica or anything.
Woo! Jamaica, yeah. Let me stop because
a lot of those songs are.
Yeah. Because if we get into Caribbean politics after a while, there's gonna be one person in the chat that's gonna be all that's actually Jamaican, and it's gonna be a foreign. I will drag you on Twitter if you say anything bad about the Caribbean. Yeah, it's difficult.
It's
we're
hard.
Not there yet.
It is hard.
Yeah,
it's all very hard. We want to go home,
We just
want to go home. Question number 5.
Damn, you're good.
Question number 5. I'm testing a new format. I haven't really done the interview thing yet, but maybe I'll.
This is great. I like this.
Come back next week. We'll have more questions.
I kind of want to steal it, but I don't feel like I'll be able to do this well. I'm too ADHD.
I am very ADHD as well, but this was my hyperfixation growing up. I just listened to tons of podcasts and was like, I'm gonna get this down. Went to journalism. Did a journalism major in bachelor's. I got a little journalism.
Okay, I was gonna ask that.
I've interviewed the best. Okay, I've interviewed ContraPoints. I've interviewed Philosophy Tube. These are things you don't know.
You're the Nardwuar of the left.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah. So tell me about the 1999. What did you do with that car? Where did you leave the body? Your name is Foreign.
Okay, yeah, this is a Nardwuar bit. I was like, I was actually trying to.
Yeah, I didn't have a voice ready.
I was like, wait a minute. Nah, because you killed the Sean Paul and then you just gentrified Nardwuar.
I did. I Americanized him. No, I was just trying to get the sort of energy of it without the voice, because I haven't practiced in Nardwuar before, and I hate to go into an impression rusty like raw.
That was actually pretty good because I actually figured it out. If this was charades,
your name is Foreign. You know what I mean? That's the thing. With the other ones, I was just trying to get a whole joke about you having murdered somebody thing going. Anyway, number 5. When did you meet FD Signifier, and how did that relationship build?
I met him on Reddit. He met me on Reddit.
I didn't meet him. He met me on Reddit.
No. I mean, we met. We were both around 1,000 subscribers, believe it or not.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I was link dumping in Reddit. I was dropping very mid video essays, aggressively mid video essays in Reddit. And I understand he was doing the same. I would argue even more mid. And he was just he literally messaged me no on the comments. He's like, hey, black man making video essays, let's link up. And I was just I click on this shit. I'm like, dude, this Waka Flocka Flame wannabe Malcolm Jamal Warner dude making video talking to the camera. I'm on here I'm editing the shit out of my work, and this dude's just talking to the camera. And I'm just all right, let's see what you got. And then we had an interview, we basically did this thing right here, and shit blew me away. Kind of the same way how I was just damn, you came with your research, but the questions he was asking me was so insightful. And when I saw him put it all together, a lot of people don't even watch this video. It's a Black Men in Love video. I was just okay, shit, this guy's kind of special. And I kid you not, less than a month later, he dropped the Bo Burnham video.
Yeah.
And the Bo Burnham video, if anybody knows the story, in less than a month, he gained 100,000 subscribers. I watched the view count just go up. Like I watched the view count go up, and I watched the subscribers go up immensely. And like I ain't gonna lie, like the Bo Burnham video was like amazing. Like I was just like, yeah, this shit's good. Yeah. And then like when I watched it all jump, I was just like, oh, what the fuck? I was just like watching it. I was like refreshing his page. And every time, like when I like look back at it, like another 100 subscribers, another 100 subscribers. And it was extremely, and like we need to talk about this more as creators. It was extremely disheartening for me. Like I was jealous as a fuck, envious, green with envy, actually. And I was just like, God damn, like I felt extremely deserving of that clout, of that like notoriety. I felt as though like I felt like the new Creed, spoiler, like you know, like I felt like I went to jail and I watched this guy live like what I was supposed to be getting, you know? And I was just like, fuck, that should be me right now. And I kept on talking to him, and you can't help but love him. Like you can't help but love Feek. He's just like the warmest, most sincere guy. And I used to think of YouTube like as a competitive thing until I met FD. And like he would literally like shout me out. And I'm just like, why are you doing that? Like why are you trying to help me win? And he's just like, if there's more people talking about the type of thing that we're talking about, it's better. And you know, I don't want to be like hyperbolic about it, but like honestly, like he probably saved me from a lot of concern. I would probably been I probably would have been a conservative talking head. I'm not gonna lie. I feel as though like I'm like to a degree, like not full on Candace, but like kind of centrist. You know what I mean? Like reasonable black man. Because like that's how you get, like I honestly think that that's how you get views. And I was just so extremely like disaffected by the fact that like I was pouring everything into the shit and like it would not go. And like I was trying to talk to people that was supposed to be like down with me, and they were not down. Like they did not care what I had to say. Like I said, they would rather watch Vosh. 5th time mentioning Vosh in the pod.
Here we go.
There we go. Like running up those numbers. And then like afterwards, like after like getting with FD and like making my own stuff, here we are, almost at the 100K. And even though like FD like eclipses me in subscribers, I honestly enjoy this a lot better because FD be getting like a lot of shit. I ain't gonna lie. Like if you just like search up his name on Twitter and have fun with that shit. Cause like I mean like they be like coming for this whole man's life, and I'm be like, hey, I don't know if I got the stomach for that. Like I'm still too like rambunctious for that type of shit. I might go out of pocket and go on like a Twitter tirade and start calling names and telling people about their mothers, and their mothers don't deserve that.
Mothers didn't. I mean, we would presume
they've done nothing wrong other than give them life. You know, so like I mean,
how are they supposed to know?
How? Yeah, exactly. Their mothers did not know. Their mothers have not known what they've done wrong. So I mean, like you know, yeah.
That went places. That went a lot of places. I haven't seen for in like you know. Usually, you seem like a very calm and happy guy. That went dark.
Yeah. Wait till I drop this EP and you'll see how dark it gets.
Yeah.
It's gonna be some like Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds, The Cure, all of that. Like it's just
real bass guitar.
I'm really gonna be Joji, like Black Joji. Just like, oh god, it's gonna be awful. People are gonna cry.
Doesn't Black Joji already exist? Like, wasn't that? I mean, I'm not trying to.
Filthy Frank, you mean? Filthy?
No, I mean like. I mean, not even. I'm just saying, like the genre of music that Joji does is
but of course, I mean, like
it's well populated with
moody R&B, spacious
exactly.
R&B, The Weeknd essentially.
Yeah.
Joji is The Weeknd if he couldn't sing.
Joji can sing a little bit.
The boy can't sing.
He's a deep baritone. You know, I gotta defend my deep baritone people because like
I am a deep baritone.
like okay, but
Joji sounds like a cat if his nuts got trapped in a
no,
garbage compactor.
I like the
Like-
little. He's doing a little. You know, he's got a couple of nice affectations in that. What's the piano one? The Glimpse of Us. He was doing some things there. He was giving a
I
little
like,
bit.
I like how you doing
You
that.
have to sort of massage it. You gotta massage it. I have two turntables right now, and I'm trying to irrit this thing.
You have to give him that,
I
otherwise
have to
it's
give
not
him
gonna
a little
laugh.
bit of a like I have to get him. I have to break that one in. You know, I'm saying like I'm not trying to say like he sounds like The Weeknd.
Nah, dude sounds.
He's a better singer than like Logic.
Come on, stop it. Every paint like. Dang, I'm not even gonna slander Logic.
Those are not words.
I'm not even gonna
Those are
slander
not
Logic.
words.
It's too easy to slander Logic.
It really,
Next question. That's
it
too
really
easy.
is. I just
man.
wanted to shout out Logic because we did a video on Logic on this channel. We talked briefly about his things. So you know what I'm saying.
Excellent plug. You're going places.
Hey, that was all. That's all I do it for. That's all I do it for, baby. You know what I mean? I've been in the dark places as well. Okay, I'm never going back there.
I've seen those videos.
I'm never
Yes.
going back there. I used to hate Alessandria. Oh man.
Oh man, I don't know if it's because it's like after 9 that I'm delirious.
Yeah, no, it's
Or
just,
like you're literally that funny. Like honestly.
I think life is just funny, you know. And when you talk about life, you just can't help but laugh. There was a period of
If you
time
don't
where I
laugh,
was just like, oh,
if you don't
Alessandria.
laugh, you'll cry.
Now I love Alessandria, but like there was a period of time I was just like, man, I need to house, and then I'm, you know, it's just people are so insecure. People are so insecure. That's why we make YouTube videos.
Indeed.
That's why we make YouTube videos.
This is how I am cool. Because I
Yeah.
wasn't cool in school.
That's
Yeah.
why we're cool, guys. Do you hear that?
Yes. Everybody peaked in high school.
Everybody
now we're
has-
the cool guys.
Everybody peaked in high school. What? Okay, next question. Describe the worst song you ever made. And he froze. And his
Oh
screen
my
froze
God.
right there. Oh, he's back. He's coming back.
It's still. Oh, can you? No, did it actually freeze?
It froze a bit, but
Okay.
you're back. You're back.
Okay, like honestly, that probably like yet again the gods trying to save me because like I felt like I was going to like actually play that song. Like it's out there. It's on YouTube.
I got
If
some bad ones out
someone-
there.
It's so bad. Okay,
some
like
bad
it's like
ones.
okay, so like it's like imagine Eminem. Like
No, because like I just imagined Eminem. And I think we
I
can move
just-
on to the next.
just stop it right there.
I
Just
can't
stop it
tell
right
you
there.
what it really is.
lyrical miracle,
I've been down
But-
that path.
but with steel drums. Like honestly, it's no, it's not good. Like I mean, it sounds
but, like,
good maybe on paper.
If you did it now, like you would be like, okay.
No, it'd still be awful. Like actually, like it needed to die. It's so bad.
Eminem on
It's-
steel drums is crazy.
Oh fuck, my god, it's so bad. It actually is a hate crime. Like I swear, like it's
Well, you said Eminem.
yeah, precisely. Like it was like, oh my
Oh,
god.
man. I was a horrible person for like most of my. I mean, until I turned 20, I was just not a good guy. And like the music that I was making, oh my word, what was I thinking?
I gotta find that shit now.
I don't.
like. It's probably like. It's probably like misogynist rap.
I know that's why you gotta bury that. Like you cannot let people see that side of you. 'Cause
That's
if
what
you
I'm gonna
bring
get
it, if you
canceled
bring
for.
it up, people will just assume like you're like, oh, so you still think this is cool, and then
You felt this at some point, and therefore you must die.
and now you bring it back. Like you think you think we should know this about you. People
You're
will find a
irre-
way.
You're irrevocably damaged, Elliot. Here's the door.
That's the thing.
Like,
Is like there's a way you could turn like I am really good at like coming up with like a way that you can make anything like super bad. Like if I could explain to you how that, like just the fact that you're laughing about this now,
what the fuck?
like what's funny?
I said I'm dead ass. Actually.
I'm serious about this. Yeah, you gotta be real. You have to be
You,
real.
you just have to stroke the beard. Like that's what I do nowadays. Like to appear extremely serious. It's
Yeah,
like,
I'll find a way.
Yes. Yes.
yes. Quite. I have one video recently with facial hair.
I saw.
Oh, whoa! What you
Don't
laughing at?
like.
hey, okay. Yeah,
Whoa.
it took a while to get that there. You know.
Whoa.
I mean? I need you to calm down. That was a bit strong of a lie.
I didn't know if it was real, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Whoa! You didn't think the thing that I had going on for what was that video? The disorders.
It's in the thumbnail. Yeah.
Yeah, where I'm sitting there with and I have like the hoodie.
Yeah.
Yeah. That come on.
That's all you? Goddamn. All right. Bro, hey.
You know how
Big
like
up.
Asian boys, you know how we grow it. Like it's here.
All right, so okay, so this is good because guess what? Like when FD first asked me, like when he's just like, I'm trying to find someone Asian, for this shit, and then like he was just like, I was just like, oh, I've been watching old boy Elliot, like he came across my stream, and then like he told me that you were Dominican, and I was just like, oh fuck, how the hell? Where did I get Asian from? Yeah, he knew that. And I was just like, okay, I guess. So like every time, like when you go between Asian and like when you say Asian, when you said you were Asian again, I was just like, I knew I wasn't racist. I was just like, I said yes.
I like to keep people on their toes, you know. I'm definitely Asian. I am, you know, I'm the living embodiment like of how race doesn't make sense because I am 75% Dominican and 25% Chinese. But the genes are strong and phenotype is all that really matters. So I go to DR and I'm Chino. Like that's it. Like that's it. And there's just no, and like if I speak Spanish to a Dominican person, they're like, oh, mentira, you know, it's like a whole thing. Like it's a whole thing. So it's like I just knew from an early age, like this doesn't make any sense. Like this seems like a scam to me. And then like fucking 21.
Why did you do that though? Like you didn't even have to. Yeah, you didn't even have to do that, dog. Like
the falsetto, like I have a good falsetto. I like to use it, you know.
But like it just came for no, like it wasn't even provoked. Like
the unprovoked falsetto. I think if you talk about yourself when you're young, you have to imitate the voice. Like you just have to do childish voice when you talk about baby. The next question. So the next question. So how do you think theory is what do you think people misunderstand the most about leftist theory?
A lot of people think that like you need, in order to be a leftist, like you need to be this indigent, like threadbare, rib showing type of like immense like not crippling because that's ableist, but like so bad poor, like just like I'm talking like you can play the xylophone on your ribs type poor in order to be leftist, in order to actually be leftist. And the whole thing about that is just like, no, like you can be leftist and eat good food. In fact, you deserve to. Like, you deserve to live well. You deserve to be able to engage in your passions. You deserve to not be circumscribed to this mortal coil of go to work, pay taxes, and die. You deserve more than that. That's not what your life is supposed to be. And it's the bounds of rationality that we live in nowadays that make it to the point like where if I ask my dad, like my dad just retired, And like, I honestly asked him, I was just like, okay, so what are you gonna do now? He was just like, I'm gonna be a consultant for the job that I just retired from. I was just like, and I was just like, I just realized man has no hobbies. Like man's existence, like his identity is just work. He wouldn't know what to do with that.
Yeah.
It's not surprising anecdotally to say this that a lot of people end up unfortunately dying after like soon after they retire a lot of times too, because like they lose the driving force that was propelling them to get up in the morning.
Yeah.
And when they actually when they beat the game, kind of, it's a good thing that we'll never be able to beat the game because like we'll always be in debt. Um, and yeah, like it's sad. Like I wanna live in a time where I can actually enjoy the things that I'm like I enjoy what I'm doing. Like the fact that like I'm in this privileged ass position, like yeah, this is work, but I enjoy doing it. And if you tell anybody that, hey, yeah, I'm a YouTuber, they're just like, okay, well, like, what's your day job though? Like, and they're just like, why can't I be a full time YouTuber? Especially in the Caribbean, like, they're just like,
Yeah.
like, what the fuck is that? Like, nah, like, that doesn't make any sense. And it's not only that, like, it's a new type of career path, but like, they see you actually enjoying what you're doing, and they're just like, there's no way that that could actually be work. Work needs to
Right.
be this thing that you go to, this office that you're miserable at for 8 hours and you get paid to go and then you don't afterwards. You come home tired.
Right.
They can't even comprehend your work being your passion, you being able to be remunerated for the things that you enjoy. So a lot of like leftism, especially with leftist theory, like there's this idea that we have this impractical attitude towards life. Like anytime, like when they see Hassan buy something, anything, like or buy like a house, anything like that, they're just like, oh, champagne socialist. And yeah, he is, but like I mean, like not for that reason. Like he doesn't deserve that title just because like he bought a car. Granted, he shouldn't have bought that car. But the fact of the matter is, like, no, he should be able to enjoy himself. He doesn't need to be like literally in the soup kitchen living in a cardboard box to basically be a leftist. And I think that that's the biggest misconception of the left. It's just like you need to be poor to be a leftist. Otherwise, you're a fake leftist.
Right.
And that's just not true.
Damn. That's really deep.
Yeah.
Next question.
I...
Is a hot dog a sandwich?
I mean, of course, but like, no, I mean, let's not be silly.
Course.
I mean, of course it is. Like,
dear.
let's not be daft. Like, I mean, like, of course it's a sandwich.
Extremely
but why? Like, why is it a question? And I blame postmodernism for that. I blame Foucault.
Yeah,
and that's all.
Everything basically.
I wake up and I shake my fist at. And I'm like,
Foucault.
Foucault. You ball French.
I can't even say your name in a way that sounds fucking cool because like my voice keeps cracking because of your weird French name, Foucault. I can't even say it properly.
You sound like you belong on Rick and Morty.
Can I do a Rick and Morty?
Don't do it, please. That's too much. That's 3 accents.
I have a lot of accents.
Dude, you're gonna get canceled. Don't even try it.
No, I don't do those. I don't do any accents that are outside of the racially appropriate ones for my. I've learned better.
It's hilarious because you already knew.
I've been prepared for this for a long time.
This is not my first rodeo.
This is not my first. Unfortunately, this is not my first rodeo. I have only a certain amount that I reveal to the public. I feel like a rapper in that way, you know. Like it's just like you only know a certain part of my life. Like I cannot reveal. Like I cannot bring anything that I would not feel comfortable. You know what I mean? I stay in my business. I stay in my lane. Like I cannot. You know what I mean?
I totally understand. Oh, I totally understand.
I got great white people impressions. Those are what I bring to the table.
That is my favorite. I got canceled for that actually.
Oh.
I was saying be careful on those too. Yeah, like you can't like, especially the Southern white. Like I do a mean Southern white, like these goddamn, like yeah, I fuck it up. Like Like I fuck it up, but like
These
nah,
goddamn is just a great start.
like it's a dead gummit. Like oh man, I will put on a 10-gallon hat
Oh
and
yeah,
fuck it up. But like yeah, I can't do that because like yeah, no,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, you can't do it.
You can. I mean, you can. Nobody's gonna
I
get
mean, I
mad at you.
can, but there's consequences. It just takes one person to clip it, and then like it's there we go. Twitter we go.
I don't know who's gonna
The
get you on Twitter. It's like Southern White Twitter.
not even Southern white Twitter, but just like the whites. Like I'm talking about like the whites with like a deep H.
Oh
Like
yeah.
they
Oh,
are very
you mean like
what
Oakley
like
glasses
Stewie.
Twitter?
Yes, yes.
Just look at
Fire
all the
fire
profile pictures.
lens.
Like
Fire lens Oakley glasses Twitter. Yes, with an American flag in the bio.
yeah.
They will have a field day, and I will never see heaven. No.
I like them though. Like I want them around.
I think we could change them. There's some of them that we can convert.
Oh yeah,
but
for sure.
yeah,
Before it's
but
too
like
late.
before it's too late.
Before it's too late. We have. That's historically the problem with the left. In
We're like Jesus. I mean, like like we just spread the good word, and before it's too late.
Right.
And you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink.
Yeah, and the water and the wine and such. Yeah,
Walking
it's a
on
lot of metaphors.
Yeah.
Speaking of
Metaphors.
Foucault, why do you think that the left has this particular connotation as being elitist and academic nowadays? What created that?
Because they are. I mean, like we are pretty like because the people that we put as the avatars of the left, they are like they're a bunch of academic. I am not in the streets. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I'm not out there. I'm not marching. Never been to a rally. I ain't gonna lie. Like I mean, like nah, that's not me.
Awkward.
Not me. Yeah, like bro, like come on. What am I doing at the me? I'm gonna get shot in a BLM rally so that my mom could see my name inside the 4 o'clock news. Like no, come on, please. So I mean, like, but the thing is, like, in the days of yore, like leftism as a movement, it didn't look like this. Like the Twitter discourses, the 140 characters. Of course, like there's the intellectual part, but like I think like it's a lot more important to like talk about what leftist movements and like you talked about it earlier, like the people that were at the forefront of these movements, inspiring immense change, agitating the system. Fred Hampton, the type of action that they were doing, and the type of politics that they had, it don't sound nor look like the type of shit that we talk about on Twitter.
No.
And we're all arguing from a privileged place of academia, of theory. We need this. That's not to say that this is a problem. Like, it's not to say that like us being academically driven is a problem. However,
not as such, no.
Yeah, it's still important that like we have like this connection to the to praxis, of course, and like I think like that's making a resurgence a lot more, and I think that the more diverse that our space is going to get, and the more that we allow for different people that are actually not probably the most manicured when it comes to their messaging, but are actually doing the work, actually embodying the theory that we're talking about. Because the theory sounds a particular way, but it doesn't always look a particular way when it's actually enacted. And we have this like proclivity of ousting people when they don't perform leftism the right way, when it doesn't look right, when it doesn't sound right, when it's not in the right light. And I think like once we get over a barrier where we're more accepting of, okay, like this is not how I would talk about, shit, like Maslow's hierarchy of needs. However, like he's like, this person's doing it. Like this person's like doing the shit, and like the means are very much justifying the ends in this case. Yeah, I think like some things are gonna shake. But yeah, like we are very much academic, like arguing from a place of privilege, like most of the time. Um, and we have so we also have this stigma about us being extremely impractical, like I was talking about before. And that adds to this elitist idea because every time, like, especially the anarchists, God, I feel so bad for the anarchists. Like, but I mean, like, they deserve it. But, like, I mean, like,
Some of them.
fuck. I feel, yeah, like,
It
yeah, like, I
depends. I
mean,
feel like the anarchists are on both ends of that spectrum, where you have like the anarchists that are on Twitter that are just like nothing will work, everything is a hierarchy, we must burn it all
just
down.
die.
And then you have the other anarchists that are like the only people that actually do anything. Like,
Yes.
like
Yes.
there's the Andrewism anarchists, and then there's the you know other types of anarchists.
And Andrewism is like my brethren. Like he literally writes, like he co-writes with me, and like that dude is in there. That being said, like he frustrates the shit out of me. He's extremely rigid, and like he's like literally his name was Saint. Like he was asking for it. Like when people like deify him and like act like, oh yes, like have you heard Andrew speak? We need a economy library so that we can avoid the hierarchy of different issues that we pertain to on the left. The frustrating, like he like talks like you need to hang on every word that like he says. And like when I tell him, I'm all like, bro, like you're coming like God. Like you're really coming like God right now. Like I mean, like fuck a duck. Like you know? And then that's the reason why he took the saint off of his name, because like they were gonna make a church after man. Like I was just like, they're gonna make a church after you, bro. It's gonna be the cult of Drew. And
Yeah,
I'm like,
I would have joined that cult.
I would have been in the pews.
Been
Hey, I would have been in the pews.
I would have been there, but I was trying to tell him before. Yeah, I wasn't trying to tell him, but I'm saying, you know, I was just like, bro, I would like to know him. He seems great.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. I think in fact, like I've showed. I told you that I got like a video lined up for you.
Yeah,
already.
yeah.
Like I'm coercing you to do this video, of course.
Yeah.
So like he's already like he knows where I'm going with this. He thinks this video is an awful idea. I said I know better. And
I'm glad that I'm getting to be a part of this.
Absolutely. I mean, like he said that this is not, the framing is off, and you're gonna make like this is gonna be a terrible idea. You're gonna get so much lashback for this. You might actually lose your job. And I was just like, no, sir, I won't. I am going to make this video, and you're gonna like it. I love you. Bye. That was like what the conversation sounded like. On my end, at least, it could have very well went a different way. But anyway, I'm a cook. Like, I agree. Yes, let me cook. Yes, indeed.
I am deeply afraid of this. Well, I'm going to make sure whatever I add to this video is going to be the most positive, beautiful thing that I've ever said in my life, because I cannot let myself. Like, if you go down, I'm not going down with you. I need you to know that right now.
Thank you for actually saying that. Like a lot of people would be all like, "Yeah, man, I'm down. I'd ride for you, man." I'm no, bro. Like, no, like, listen.
If you fuck up, I will not.
I will deny.
I've fucked up enough times in my life. I cannot ruin my chance. Like,
I've got to shine. Now throw your hands up in the sky.
Throw my hands up. Yeah.
We just recited Ye lyrics. There we go.
No, that's
like the Holy Trinity.
That's T-Pain.
It's okay.
You did the Kanye. I was a T-Pain, so I'm good. I'm good. I see what I'm saying. Like, I'm good. Like, I know how to. And that was not even subconscious. Like, I saw that.
You just do it.
I was like, I'm gonna go straight for T-Pain because I know
he's not problematic.
I know. He's less problematic. Speaking of less problematic.
Oh man.
My next question for you.
Okay. Got it.
How do I say this?
Oh God. Here we go.
Men? No.
No, worse. Women. Like,
women, but think about it. And wait for it.
Women bad? Ooh, oh, there you go.
Hold on, let him cook. Wait.
Let him cook. Let's see where you gotta go with this.
I want you to know I'm not cooking though. I want the chat to know I am not cooking. I'm letting him cook.
What is he cooking in here? Like,
What is it? What we shouldn't have let him cook. Yeah. That one meme. The one meme with Luffy, and he's just like got the pots all over the place, and it's like, who let him cook? Who let him cook? Get him out. Get him out the kitchen.
I love that meme.
It's
just
the
like,
best
who let him
meme
cook?
ever. All of the memes I've seen of the let him cook trend are like all funny.
Oh shit!
Which brings my question: can you cook? And if so, what do you cook?
I could struggle cook.
Okay.
Like I could man, look, I can microwave the
Jaden.
fuck out of a hot dog.
Jaden, watch
Like
it. You can fuck up a hot dog. You said the same.
I can microwave the fuck out of a hot dog. Like I can microwave a hot dog like no other. Ramen noodles has never seen.
What do you eat? No, wait a minute. Because what do you eat then? Because you're surely not struggling.
I'm not missing meals. No. I can cook some things. I can cook a couple things. Like here and there. Like
He's humble. He doesn't want to say what. He doesn't want to say
so
what.
I cook some birds sometimes. Like,
Oh, okay.
yes.
Like
Of the chicken variety.
Okay.
Yeah. Mostly thighs. I like thigh, man. Myself.
Okay. Yeah,
Legs.
let's just leave that right there.
We've got pretty far without any sexual innuendo. It's actually amazing. Like a whole hour. Have you seen my Twitter?
We did 5 watches though. I think that was you exercising sort of the frustration in a different way. Like you had like the pets up. You know how it goes into different.
It had to come out. It had to come out.
Vosh.
Threats.
Yeah. You just started. You're just like, I had to get canceled. I have to. When it comes to YouTube, what are the things that you learned that work as far as building a channel and making successful videos?
That's a good question. Definitely title, like make the thumbnail first. Figure out who you're talking to first before you even make the thumbnail, before you even make your name. Think of someone and think of like the one person that you wouldn't mind talking to for the rest of your life. And figure out what value you have for that one person. And once you figure it out, 10x that value. So like make yourself even more valuable than that value would even warrant. And then once you prove yourself to be that valuable to that one person, pivot, like very like garishly, just pivot, like, and figure out what that person wants even more that they don't even think that they want. And before you know it, you have how many subscribers? Almost 80,000 subscribers.
With the most abstract advice ever heard.
I mean, like, I can't, because like the first thing, like, there's like no, because like no, but for real, like, it really is like that. Like, there's no one way to like do this shit. Oh, be white, of course. Like, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Definitely be white. Definitely be white. Like,
or be hot.
Honest.
Be what? Be hot.
Be Noah Samson. Just be Noah Samson,
be Noah Samson.
Then like, just it goes.
Step
it goes
1.
off.
Be Noah.
Yeah, and then like honestly, 100K subs right out the gate. First video. To be honest. But yeah, like.
There you go.
Yeah.
No, that's not. We know that that's not how it worked. We know that there was a lot of hustle for you and etc.
Noah?
If Noah's out there somewhere.
Noah's channel is like really old. Like it's like 12 years old actually.
Noah's
he deleted a lot of videos.
He's one of those people who's done a lot of different things. Like he's a multi-talented person, many different fields, many different vibes.
He's our favorite white boy. Like seriously. He's like
certainly not Michel Foucault.
Oh my god, not Foucault. All my homies hate Foucault. All of them.
We're so
like the whole
and
the whole gang.
Huge Foucauldian.
No, man, fuck off, Freddie. No, bro. No, no, man.
No.
What the hell is a Foucauldian? It doesn't even sound right. It sounds like a disease.
It sounds like a really bad hip hop group.
The Foucauldians.
Yeah, the Foucauldians. It's like the Fushnikins, the Foucauldians. It's like
the Fugees, the Foucauldians.
Ranuvian. Yeah. It's just like
Oh
one of
my
those
God.
weird. It was they were like right on the outside of like the abstract conscious movement. Is the Foucauldians.
Oh no.
We didn't
No.
like the music at all.
Never. I hate it. Turn that shit off.
Turn that
Mm-mm.
off. Speaking of turn that off.
You just do this every
What
time. Like
was
that's your
the-
transition.
I just let it go. I just let it be. Especially at this
And
time.
it's sometimes it works.
It does.
Let it be.
The thing is, you just have to act like everything works, and people will just let it work. Like people will just be like, "Damn, he did that." And it's just like I didn't think about it. I just knew it would work because I pretended that it would, and that it did.
Damn.
Simply fake it until you make it.
You
All the
could
best advice rhymes. It's true. What's the
Dr. Seuss.
weirdest comment you ever got?
You would have 100K subs now if you did commentary with your shirt off. Like I was just like
I almost spit my damn water out. Disgusting. How dare you?
I
First of
mean
all-
like
First of all, like
why don't I know?
no, but like why
Um.
would Feek write that in your comment section? I called him Feek for the sake of the purpose of the joke. I would not refer to him as that. No, I don't know him personally. I've only had one conversation with him. He's a great I really look up to him a lot. He's he's my senior. Like he's my
He's my C.
like you know what I mean? Like he's like I'm just for
I
the
like-
purpose of the structure of the joke.
I like how you like look off to the side, like he's
Oh,
like
because I
right
got the
there,
monitor over here. Yeah. This is where I look at the chat, like the chat,
making sure the chat isn't going crazy. Like
chat,
oh my God.
chat. Like,
Um,
I'm not like that. I'm not that guy.
Nah, but for real though, like, cause Feek really be like that though. Like, I mean, like he like you saw like the thumbnail beforehand. Like,
Yeah,
man, just like hit me up. He was just like, "Hey, send me a selfie, like a thirst trap selfie, shirt off,
now.
shirt break." Yeah, and I was just like, "Hey, all right then. Like, it is what it is."
It is what it is.
Shit.
You're like, I've
It
been
is.
preparing for this from ever since I got that comment. I've been thinking about this moment.
Where the oil at? Come on.
Do you think
like,
it's
let's-
true? Do you think you would get 100,000 subscribers if you did your videos with your shirt off?
No, I think I'll get demonetized.
I think
I don't think.
probably.
I think like I don't
The
think
way that
anybody.
the YouTube algorithm works now, like
Bruh, come on. Like, I wouldn't stand a chance. I get demonetized and like I just be showing some shoulders sometimes. Like, I just be showing like a little bit of shoulder.
is this
Man,
a
fuck
tank
that.
top?
What the hell is he doing this? Oh my god, the left has gone too far.
Pectoral
Like,
muscles and my leftist
Stop. Is that trapezoids? Hell no.
trapezoids.
Not on my Christian YouTube.
Not on my
no.
not my Christian right wing fundamentalist YouTube channel.
No. Now,
I'm
Jordan
gonna-
Peterson.
Jordan Peterson.
Now,
Oh, he can say
Let's
whatever
go.
the hell he wants. Oh, I love him. I love him
Matt
to death.
Wall.
Matt Walsh.
What is
please. Have y'all ever seen
Woman,
YouTube Shorts?
Please.
Like, let me tell you guys about YouTube Shorts. A wonderful.
It's so bad, bro.
Yeah, 5 million views.
It's-
Do
it's
women
the most-
exist? Yeah, it's like. Meanwhile, one leftist takes his shirt off, fucking remove it from the internet, bury it. They can't know that leftists are hot too. They can't know that. They can't want to fuck
mean, have you-
leftists. It's important that we keep that dynamic separate. If we tell them that the left is fuckable. Sorry, this is the most sexual I've ever been on my channel. I don't usually talk like this, guys.
That's my energy, bro. Like,
Yeah,
yep.
it's just you brought it here. It's 10 p.m.
I'm the Marvin Gaye of the left. Oh shit, hold on. That might not be a good
Might
thing.
not be a good thing at all. No.
Not at all.
Not
Like,
for
no.
you, not for anybody involved. just a lot of things. A lot of things could go wrong with that.
Yeah, definitely not.
Yeah,
Yeah,
great music
no.
though. Great
Yeah, pretty good music.
Great
Yeah,
music.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
pretty good music.
Pretty good music. Yeah.
What's the most? That's the thing that you enjoy the most about the Caribbean. Because we shit out in the Caribbean a lot today.
Yeah, but like, yeah, no, and that's a good point. Like, I don't really talk I don't talk that well about it, even though I love it. I live here. Um, I like I like the warmth,
Okay,
like
fair enough. Just
no,
go
not
straight
that,
forward.
but like not even like the
Okay, okay,
climate.
okay.
I mean, I actually hate the climate. Like I want it to be colder. But I like the warmth of the people. Like it's something about like the way that we interact. Like it's just extremely. It could be problematic sometimes. But like, have you ever been called like baby by the cashier like when you're getting your food
Mi amor. Yeah.
at oh my god, like I mean like it'll take me off the ledge, you know what I mean, like oh like when she puts like an extra dumpling in your plate
Mm,
and she tells you go and say like have a good time, get home safe now, like I'm like oh yes, I will get home safely because of you,
well,
because of you, yeah, that's what I love that part.
and you just
I
go
don't like that
right
part.
there and you don't wait long enough for her to be like, so what do you think of trans people?
Yeah, no, no, no. So that's the point. Like, I think I have this theory that the longer that a conversation goes on, the more the more likely it's going to get really, really bad. Believe it or not. Believe it or not.
I mean, just odds wise, you're correct. You know.
Hey, it is what it. What I know, I can't teach.
Speaking of conversations going really wrong, why is the Mr. Beast discourse persisting? What are people not getting?
This is a really hard question because of a litany of different reasons. I don't like Mr. Beast. That's not like revolutionary. I don't like him. Um, but not because like he's a philanthropic asshole. Um, it's because his face in that thumbnail is just demonic. Like I mean, like his face and like he came to this decision to basically put his hand upon a stock child's shoulder and smile like that. Like he thought that was the most algorithmically viable thumbnail and face to make that combination. So like it tells me a lot about his worldview. And like he comes from like what, Charleston? Like, come on, man. Like Carolina, bro. There's no way that he hasn't like I can't say this because like this is definitely like slander. But like there's no way that like this man has like he's dropping hard R's on the regular, bro. Like I can't lie, like
It's getting hot in here.
like bro. Like I'm sorry, like I tried my best. I tried not to say anything, but like let's be real, like Jimothy Beast, bro. Come on, man. Like he probably has like hostile working conditions. He probably listens to Hobson. Like let's be real. Like at max volume. The E version,
Hobson.
the explicit version. Yeah, fam. It's over for man. I on principle I can't like him. It is what it is. I'm sorry. I
Hobson.
can't.
Wow. That's
I
tough.
can't.
That's worse than the racism charge.
I mean, hey, I didn't want to say it. I didn't want to say it, but like it had to be said.
I mean, did the man who invented college go to college? These are questions that you had to ask. You know, our Lord Hobson. I would say I think Mr. Beast. My mic is kind of low. Sorry. I would say Mr. Beast is. What happened to my mic?
You loud as hell in my ears.
Okay. I would say Mr. Beast is. I don't hate him. I don't know him. I don't hate. I don't. Hate people. That's not my thing.
Oh shit! It's time to be
guy.
real. Hold on, it's time to be real.
Be real. Okay. And then he froze again. That's
Hold
probably
on,
a good
hold
thing.
on. I'm gonna do it right now.
Oh, he's back. Oh,
right.
Be Real.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. He's actually Be Real.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like I actually be real like in the middle of this. Like this is gonna be great. Like I've always seen people do that, but like I don't know how they're actually getting the be real always does it when I'm on the toilet. So it's awful. Anyway, sorry.
Well, that's quite funny. Hopefully, this is a more satisfying experience. What,
Absolutely.
what I was to say about Mr. Beast, I don't hate him. I do think that there are certain times when people are just like willfully obtuse about a person. Like if this was anybody that they didn't have that like didn't have a strong friendship connection with YouTubers that they liked and was just like a regular rich dude doing this, people would unanimously be like, "Hey, there's something kind of sus about that guy." But because he's really cool with Ludwig and Charlie and all these folks and does YouTube
PewDiePie, all that, yeah.
get-togethers with all the fun YouTube people and Twitch people, then it's like, hey, he's just trying to help, And like, I'm not trying to like shit on charity. I don't think charity's I think charity is overemphasized as a tool of propaganda, but I also think it's good to donate. Like I like donations and I like charity efforts. So it's not a hate thing. It's just more of a obviously there's something aesthetically weird about this. Obviously there's something off about doing your good deeds in a way that is very obviously performative, like very directly performative, and very clearly, it's not even so much about him as it's like literally all the videos are like sponsored by a company, right? Like that have like pay a certain amount of money so that this charity task can go on, so that they can, write off taxes and clear the books, like, and also like so that they can clear their name. It's greenwashing or it's like whitewashing. It's this kind of thing that a lot of corporations have used Mr. Beast for, and you can argue that he's like, just got good intentions with it, and he's just a socially awkward guy, and that's why he smiles like that or whatever. And fine, like I don't know him, but what I do know is that obviously there's not like a lot to this other than like something that's been happening for a very long time, which is very rich people using performative philanthropy that has some positive effects to some small groups of people in order to make their image better. And like there's a weird thing that happens with people where it's like we sometimes forget that a thing can be good and also bad. You know what I mean? Like if if you have, it's like if you grow up in a place and there's somebody who gives you gifts all the time and gives your friends gifts all the time, and you find out later that he's a criminal, and like he was like super nice to you and all your friends and all the people around you, but he was also doing really bad stuff to make the money that he bought you things with. You would recognize in that moment, yes, this is a person who has done some good for me, but like, what was it worth, and what are the implications, and is he also a bad person? But I don't know. Sometimes people, you get into your Twitter bubbles, and it's not about the actual critical thought about the situation. It's about you're in a bubble, you're feeling a specific thing, and then you just gotta exert your emotion. So it's like, okay, well, I'm a Mr. Beast guy, so I gotta ride and die for this. I'm not gonna think any harder about this. And there's also a point of which that applies to the other side. Like there's a lot of people that are just like, leftists in quotes, leftists in capital letters, whatever you want to say, that are really just trying to say a bunch of mean stuff and get away with it because they have some cool praxis that's next to it. Like, well, if you put marks in it, it doesn't mean that you don't sound like a dick, Like, some people just want to be mean. Some people just want to exert the negative feelings that they have about other people and have found a conveniently, politically approvable way to do so on Twitter. And, like, that's how it goes. So I don't really tend to analyze individual people for their intentions so much. It's just, like, I feel like sometimes we have these situations and you just kind of have to wait. You just kind of have to wait for however long it takes, and eventually something happens, and then people go, oh. And then it's like, oh, yeah, that's what you guys were doing wrong the whole time. I wasn't going to say anything. But eventually you found out, so I'm glad,
Yeah. I mean, and I really do wonder, like, how long until the trope of I'm just going to throw money at something in order to make my YouTube video better and better. I don't know how viable of a concept that is longevity wise, because if you take that to like its most logical conclusion, where are you at? Like what does it look like? to its 100th exponent. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I can't watch it. I can't watch a Mr. Beast video. But then again, like if I'm not getting it, it's probably not for me. Um, and it's obviously for like a lot of people. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's Jimothy.
It's
Oh well.
Jimothy. Is his name actually Jimothy?
I think his name is actually Jimothy.
You know, sometimes your name is Jimothy, and that's just what happens.
I would do the same thing if my name was Jimothy.
I would be Mr. Beast too. I would also be Mr. Beast. It's probably his name's like James or something. It has to be. It must be.
There's no way his name is Jimothy.
Come on, let's be honest here.
Let's be real now.
Let's be real. Well, I think that's all the questions I have for tonight, and I also think
that is amazing.
I mean, like I could do others, but I think we're past a good amount of time, and like extending it further from here could only create diminishing returns for the night. So
that is always my theory, but like this has honestly been the most entertaining time that I've ever had at 9. Actually, no, I take that back. Never mind. A lot of good things have happened to me at 9 o'clock. Best time on a stream. 9 o'clock is. Where? Oh man.
My place. Yeah.
I'm waiting on the song to drop.
There you go. I mean, I got like, see, that's why I had to defend Joji. Like, we gotta like, it's baritone time.
Oh man, Elliot, big up yourself. Like I said, you're gonna be getting an interview request from me because I got a video topic for you. And y'all bully Elliot relentlessly in the chat to make sure, hey, did you do that interview with Foreign yet? How's that going? Like, I think that's going to be an interesting collaboration.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to be good.
I don't like ruin my career doing it. Like, I just hope that doesn't happen. Because I do trust Andrew Ism's judgment as my God and my one and only savior. So,
in Andrewism we trust.
Yeah. Bully me. Yeah. Until that period of time, like, bully me.
I love the chat. Like I've bought the chat. I've all bribed them with charm and Riz. There we go.
You've rizzed them.
One can say that I rizzed them. Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Indeed. Yes.
This is what the kids are saying. This is what the kids are rizzing. Well, it's been a pleasure. I really enjoyed it. I mean, we have plenty of more to discuss apparently. So we'll be in touch. We'll be in touch inside for videos. You know, other stuff. You know, hopefully you don't do anything. You know.
Too untoward.
Yeah, exactly.
Of course.
Be a good person. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, keep out of trouble.
I'm the friendly neighborhood foreign. Big up yourselves.
Foreign man.
I am going to sleep. I might actually sneak a midnight treat and watch Twin Peaks. All of that rhymed.
Yeah. Midnight treat with Twin. Okay.
Stop. All right.
Sorry.
That's it.
It's been great. Thank you.
Thank you, Elliot Sangers. Ooh, did I just name them that? All right, I'm done.